What's up, everybody? Welcome to the K-1 Agenda, episode 43. 43 weeks of this, and I'm planning to keep it going. Thanks, everybody, for supporting. Let's start off this week with my special thank yous. I have to send a special shout out once again this week to DJ Stingray for his mix of K-1 music in the Crack magazine, which is just a portion of music that I put out. That he did a brilliant mix of it. And once again, thank you, man, for giving me props and putting me out to a whole different array of audiences and different types of people who like electro music. Thank you so much, man. I don't take it for granted. I appreciate it. I do have the link also in the info of the YouTube page where you can actually go check out the mix that DJ Stingray did. Thanks again, man. I really appreciate it. Also, I want to send a special thank you to Jenn Nimmo Smith. She works for Soma Records, and she also works for the company called Electro Publicity. She's been doing a phenomenal job, man, of putting all types of getting all these interviews for me and, you know, just publicity for my Soma release Far Away. I'm just getting a lot more press than I've ever had and reaching out to, like I said, about same thing with working with DJ Stingray. I'm reaching a lot of different people with the right promotion and publicity. Thank you so much. She's a joy to talk to. And anytime she sends me anything, I'm going to get it done because she's helping me. Thank you so much. It's not, I really appreciate it. And don't think it hasn't gone unnoticed. Thank you so much, Jenn. Also, another special shout out to Holger Wick from Sense Music and Media. He just did a producer's Ask the Producer episode that you'll see on my YouTube page that I did last week, man. This was so much fun with people asking me questions. They put like 4 pages of questions together for a lot of people that want to ask me about how I go about doing my music. Thank you, Holger, man. It's so appreciated, man. I really appreciate it. You always give me a lot of advice on videos, and the way you put it together was really nice. Thank you so much. And I don't take that for granted. Like I tell everybody, thank you so much for everything you did. Also, another shout out to Orde. Orde, you know who you are. He works for Soma. He's also one of the members of the group Slam. Thank you, man, for really, you know, embracing me and getting me to be on Soma and also do some electro work on the Avoidant record label also. I did a special track for the compilation. Thank you so much. And, you know, we've been talking and you've been sending me a couple of pieces. So, you know, you never know. I'm just putting it out there. Maybe soon you'll be hearing, you know, some stuff with, hint, hint, Optic Nerve and Slam. So look out for that. Thank you so much. I am definitely keeping busy. Right after I do this video, I'm starting right back on a collaboration that I'm doing. So I'm keeping it going 200%. I gotta go to the next cog in the wheel, you know, or the next gear for driving. For real, I gotta step it up. Also, once again, not taking it for granted, Jeff Mills, thank you so much with Axis and the Escape Velocity series. My new LP will be coming out. It'll be some news. He already featured it in the last page of the magazine, of the new Escape Velocity magazine, that my album Uncharted will be coming out on his label. And oh my God, I'm so excited about it. I worked really hard on it. And It has the great work of Kyle Irvine, who does the artwork for Optic Nerve. Thank you so much. And on that note, I want to say those are special, special, special thank yous. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Puzzlebox Records news. This week, I just wanted to start off by saying something that I was talking to somebody on the phone earlier this morning about it. I just want to say two words: swag and ego. Swag and ego. Which one are you? I know for me, swag is cool. Ego is just when you're just being a prick. Me, how do I put myself into any one of those categories? It's one simple word. I'm not either one of those guys. I'm just a guy. I just been noticing over the years, it was just like, man, so many people, they spend too much time trying to appear one way, but your actions and your work shows differently. I've just been the guy that do what I do, love what I do, know what I'm talking about what I do, and I just move to just be a guy. So on that note, maybe I'm rambling and people don't get it, but I just wanted to say that swag, which one do you choose to be? Swag or ego? Swag is cool. Swag is cool. Swag, you either have it or you don't. Ego is something that just is ugly, man. Ugly, ugly. I have neither. You know, people might say I have swag the way I might carry myself. No, I'm a nerd and I'm just me. So let's get back to definitely with a Puzzlebox news. Right now, out now, as of last month, is Electro Ghetto Tech with me and DJ Godfather. Pick that up now. It's on vinyl and MP3, distributed by Clone Records. Also, Optic Nerve, Faraway EP on Soma, out right now. Only available on via digital downloads. So pick that up with, once again, the work of Kyle Irvine with the artwork he did for me. I'm on Soma right now on this release with Optic Nerve. Great time. Also, I just like to say, once again, upcoming release, the next PBX will be Optic Nerve, excuse me, I'll take that back. The next EP will be Dopplereffect and Keith Tucker, which is called Stargazing. That's this particular release right here. I'm doing too much, I'm moving too fast. But secondly, the next release after that will be Optic Nerve meets Strand. Here's the artwork for that. And coming soon will be Anthony Rother, me, and DJ Digital with the Robotics EP, which is on Mechatronica. And I think I showed you already a week before. We'll put it up again. Here's the artwork for that. So, know this, we're still getting the distribution together for Puzzlebox Records, but it will be kicking off in March. It will be kicking off in March. And that's for wholesalers. So we already have the repressings back in for PBX 29, Modular World, which is now people are just starting to get this and pick up on it. That's my K-1 release. PBX 30 is me and Black Tony, once again, Alien FM, which people are just getting hip to that. Also, PBX 31, which is a classic mad scientist voice modulation with me and Tommy, my former work with AUX88 on the Mad Scientist CD. So please pick that up. Please pick that up. Want to also let you know, we're going to keep doing this every week. Get it right now. Please pick up the merchandise. I got everything available. Check out this clip. The new merchandise page with a lot of my art and everything that's coming out that you can buy. All the Puzzlebox art, all the AUX88 art, all the label art I did with, laptop bags, t-shirts, hoodies. Here's the link for my Puzzlebox Records store. So please check it out. I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to be promoting that a lot, as well as on social media. I will also be promoting where you can buy all my music as far as, vinyl, what stores carry it. Also, digital media where you can buy my whole catalog is available everywhere via iTunes, Deezer, whatever digital outlets there is. You can get everything there. Question of the week. The question of the week is, has Electro evolved? Yes. Electro has evolved for me, it started for me, definitely with Kraftwerk, but I'm going from like the 90s. It evolved from the 80s from Cybertron, which moved into Model 500. Then you go to Drexciya, which moved and evolved into so many other aliases and Dopplereffect. Then you go from AUX88, which evolved into Optic Nerve and Alien FM, K-1 and all that other stuff. But yes, it's evolved. I just know this, and this is not me being egotistical or whatever. It's evolved so much that a lot of people have to still catch up. You still got to catch up with all the stuff and all the different styles of music that was done. For example, AUX88 did the Black Tokyo project. A lot of people don't know about that. We merged and moved on and did a lot of different styles, me including my styles with Optic Nerve and stuff. So it has evolved. Have people evolved to seek and listen to new stuff or hear something that a lot of your favorite artists have done recently or within recent years? So yes, great question. It has evolved. And I would suggest for all my music, you go out and look for it and you'll see. All the aliases that I have, I've evolved. My music has gotten so much better, and it's every once in a while you hear something, you're like, wow, it doesn't even sound like the same person. Great question. But remember, whenever you have any questions, please send an email to puzzlebox@puzzleboxrecords.com. Thank you. Oh, this week's old pick or old video. Well, man, this one hardly needs any introduction, so I'm not going to speak too much on it. But this is Mike Banks. Mike Banks from Underground Resistance. He was doing an interview for our Portrait of Electronic Band documentary that we put out. With no further ado, Mike needs no introduction. It's just Mike Banks speaking, man. He speaks on everything because he knows a little bit about everything related to this music and everybody that came along. Check it out, Mike Banks.
It just instant pandemonium. When Lenny them first played me, and I'm speaking of Lenny Burden, Lawrence Burden, 430 West crew, when they first played y'all stuff, I was like, hey man, this gonna bang in the city. It's gonna bang everywhere. Anybody that like to dance go like, that was my initial reaction. And it was very well produced, it was very well put together. It was serious. It was some serious shit. And I knew musically that people would immediately dance to it. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. So I got really excited. It's a funny story because UR had released Final Frontier, which was kind of like, I guess after Wine, it was kind of one of the first. Wine kind of laid down on the Electro because he said, Europe they don't know nothing about it, man. They all on 4/4. They really, and I guess Wine kind of laid off of it, and he had went to, jazz is the teacher. He had went more 4/4, and I always knew, from in Detroit, by me not DJing, and I did sometimes frequent Titty Bar or something every once in a while. I knew that electro beat was still alive and well in Detroit. And when part of the grind is where you're supposed to sell records wherever you could sell.
Right.
So, and these brothers was playing Wine's old shit and all that Nucleus and Johnson Crew. They was still playing it. They didn't have no new records.
Right.
So we messed around and made a Final Frontier, and instantly I could see from the sales of the record, it's selling in Detroit, it's selling in Europe, it's selling in Electro was not dead. It's just it wasn't, nobody had no faith in making. And you are a lot of times make an experimental record just so I could report back to the big boys, and that was the Burden Brothers, because they was always on their business, man. The Burden Brothers were bullshit. When they was going for it, they was going for it.
Right.
So, you know, me and Jeff, we kind of fool with this, fool with that. We ain't really, because I was racing the car. I didn't care if I made money or not. This shit didn't mean nothing to me. So, but you know, Lenny, they don't, if it's a penny, man, they ain't wasting no pennies, brother. So
Right.
I told them, I said, Lenny, Lawrence, this UR record right here, man, it's banging. You know, people buying it, blah, blah, blah. That music y'all got from Ox, it's time. It's time. And if you look at that catalog on the direct beat, I think it was direct beat 003, maybe. They was doing some, they had a rave artist they had. This guy, Manu. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And I say, man, unfortunately for the rave sound, it was getting cloned. My new shit was bad. It was banging, but it was too much of it out there. Everybody had caught up with that sound. And I knew that Electro is hard to make. It is not easy to make. You gotta have some old shit, you gotta have some classics, and then you gotta be funky. Just because you got them don't mean you can make it.
Right.
You gotta be funky. And y'all had the formula that man, and when that shit popped, man, when they dropped it, they kind of switched gears and they went the other way. And they started dropping y'all stuff, and I'm telling you, I personally funded all those releases. And Lenny and Lawrence, man, I can't tell you how much they believed in you guys, man. I mean, they put everything they had, posters, every little bit of advertising, and fax machine stuff they could do. You know, one-page write-ups, the whole thing. And people really dug in, and them records sold. They sold, and they fed some herbs, they fed the employees, they fed the babies, the records did it. And the DJs still got them in their crate to this day, and they still playing them. And one of my biggest, dreams is I like to see that catalog come back alive, and I'm hoping everybody can work through their differences and get this shit together, because the worst part, if it, you know how it roll, man, if it don't happen soon, people start bootlegging shit.
Right.
And that bootlegging shit kills me, man, because here we is in the brokest city in America, and a motherfucker will steal from the poorest people, man. That shit is unbelievable, man. But happens. So you gotta keep some copies out there. I don't know, change it up maybe so the eBay, whoever bought one of them records for $500 and shit, might have to change the label art so they don't get all fucked up. But it's a shame that they had to pay that kind of money. But you seen them online, man. The records is so valuable, man. I'm just worried that some guy out there want to crank them up. But it's ways to shut them down through the internet too. That's what I do to them. Once I figure out who it is, hackers ain't always bad guys.
Okay. I'm going out of order these questions because you kind of answering a lot of them.
Oh, am I good?
Oh, yeah, you kind of.
So it'll be over quick.
I'm going to go out so I can jump around a little bit.
Yes.
Okay. How would you describe each individual artist? Tom, BJ, Keith, and Tony now. Tom did the Tom. BJ did the Positronic stuff. Keith did the K-1 stuff. Black Tony did Black Tony. But all together we was all 88.
Yeah.
And we are dysfunctional, and we can't stay around each other for more than a year.
Well, that's most of Detroit. If you can get past the fighting, but I think that fighting makes the competitiveness of it. I think you guys was always competitive. I think all of us was. It was like, oh shit. keeping them to drop some hot shit, you know, and so, you know, TP go, oh, dog, it's hot, dog. You know, so everybody trying to exceed or beat that or meet that match. But the beautiful part about it, nobody bit.
Right.
Nobody, and when I say, you know, y'all know what I'm talking about when I say bit, but ain't nobody copy your shit note for note.
Right.
They might get a little bit of it, but they're going to branch it into something else. But I think BJ was the engineer, the ears, the mixing board, the levels. I always love your mixes. Positronic is tight. Tommy was just that electric, robotic. Man, that motherfucker was just the black German badass motherfucker. It's very serious. I love that shit.
Yeah.
I love it because my man ain't smiling. He just performing in efficiency. The shit was tight, you know. And Keith Tucker on the vocals and shit, man, coming with the lines and the lead lines and Black Tony shit was just crazy, man. You know, he was always way out. You know, Tony was always way out. Yeah. So I enjoyed I get a smile thinking about y'all, man.
Speaking of this,
that shit was good.
You know, we had and you actually put us in line for this, I believe, in some way or form. You know, we really wasn't doing. We was doing shows, my man. We was hustling our shows. We was getting paid like $50.
Yeah, yeah.
And, you know, we started off a long time ago, and but we got a chance to do a show one time in Germany, our first tour.
Yeah.
And it was the Marlboro tour.
Right.
And you know, you kind of gave your endorsement on that so far. I mean, because I think there was something from what I think I know. You guys were busy at the time. You couldn't make it. And it was like y'all kind of said, "Hey, you gave us the speech. You gave us the speech. Okay, y'all think it's going over here. Don't fuck it up."
Right. But I knew because, like I said, I knew y'all was efficient. See, and I think you know, we get a bad rap in the city. You know, not because hip hop was so big, because some motherfuckers in hip hop enjoy acting ignorant to get more attention. It's also why they motherfuckers get killed so quick too, because predators love motherfuckers that like attention because they can see. You know what I'm saying? So I like sending efficient brothers out so that our stereotype isn't that of clowns, dimwits, and man, for some real hip hop motherfuckers, them dudes from New York, y'all know they was dropping science, man. Shit was straight. It was some really good shit. When they started getting commercial, man, it's just, that's when clowns and shit come. Like in techno now.
Right.
I gotta be high, I gotta be drunk, I gotta play that role.
Right.
Man, fuck that role. That role will get you fucked up, whether it's on drugs, alcohol, broke, divorce, whatever. That shit is fake, man. I don't want to see that shit. That's why I don't tune in. I sent y'all because y'all real. You guys are intelligent. Yeah, y'all have seen the best of them. You seen the airplanes and the gangs and the guns, but that ain't what you do.
Right.
The thing with me is, when is somebody gonna show that brother that when these dumbasses is planning this crime, and it's a brother like, y'all some dumb motherfuckers, man. That shit ain't gonna work. Why don't y'all get a book and read some shit and do? And they never do. Right. And they go on into their career in prison and fucking each other in the ass, or trying to keep from getting fucked in there. And we go on and go to Germany or wherever, in Japan. Right. But the story never get told. Where, Jeff Mills, right, Rob Hood, Carl Craig, Derek May. They don't get on TV. It's always some motherfucker with his drawers half-ass out, showing with a chain on his neck, talking about some shit he didn't do.
Right.
Really, he just
told you, man. Man, I respect Mike Banks so much, man. This guy has helped in our careers and always giving you advice, and just took techno on a whole nother level with all the different aliases. And he's been involved in almost everybody's career, man. really. I mean, we've taken on, who would ever think to just say, you know what, I want to distribute and make sure I get everybody's records out there. Mike took that on, invested his own money. That's great. Thank you, Mike. And, you know, if anyone ever says it, if they never tell you, I've always told you how I appreciate you. Every time I see you, you always be like, oh, man, you know, whatever. No, man, I appreciate you. Thank you for the support and, you know, putting our name out there and actually taking the time to even be a part of this interview when we did it. I think we were talking for almost 3 hours. We got so much footage. Thank you, Mike Banks. This week's shout outs, I'm only going to put one person out for a special shout out. And you know, not only do I keep up my social media, but I check everybody's. I look at a lot of people that I respect and, you know, keep up with their social media. And this guy, man, is truly, and I do mean that, one of the nicest guys in Detroit, man. Always been really nice, man. He's a legend. Used to be on the radio. Mr. John Collins, everybody. Mr. John Collins is a cool dude. I want to send him a special congrats on his CBS National News Black History segment that he had a chance to do an interview about for CBS about, you know, for Black History about this techno music that these black guys created from Detroit, their style of music from Detroit. And John always, man, always positive, man, always a super nice guy, man. And not only that, he was instrumental, man, in Detroit radio, jamming John Collins, man. And great DJ as well. Shouts out, man. Love you, John. You're looking healthy, man. Take good care of yourself, man. And hope to see you soon. On that note, as I always say, I know what I've done, I know what I'm doing, and I know what I will be doing. Everybody wear your mask. Please be safe. Thank you for supporting what I do. Keep up with my social media as you'll be seeing a lot more interviews, posting everything on my social media. Once again, thank you, everybody. Be safe. Till next time, episode 44. I'm DJ K-1. Thank you. Hey, I just wanted to say, everyone, please hit that subscribe button to YouTube and please subscribe to my page. I really have enjoyed all the support I've been getting, but hey, like this and subscribe to this page. Keep checking K1. Hit the subscribe button. Thank you.